I'm Annette Funicello.
And I'm Annette Funicello. No, actually, I'm not. Actually, I am Frankie Avalon, Annette Funicello, and we're here to tell you about a brand new motion picture that we have coming out, and it's called
Back to the Beach. I think it's opening today, isn't it?
August the 7th it opens, and let us tell you a little bit about Back to the Beach. You see, about 5 years ago, Annette Funicello and I had a dream.
That's
We
right.
thought about making another picture together. Through the 5 years, it was kind of a struggle for us, but then all of a sudden, Paramount got together with some real good writers and creative people, and they came up with a script that was very enticing to us, and it's called Back to the Beach. You want to tell them a little bit more about the picture?
Well, people out there have approached Frankie and me. They've always said, when are we going to see the two of you back together again? It's been a long time, and we want to see you. So we knew that there was a lot of interest, and that's why we just hung in there. And even though this took so long, we knew that eventually one day it would get made. And it finally did, and we're even married in this one.
Honey?
Yes! Look at you. 20 years later, honey, you are still the best looking thing on this beach. Somebody get me a net!
Connie, you remember Annette, huh?
Well, I didn't mean that kind of a net. You still dating? Oh. Unfortunately, you look great, too. Not this great, but great.
But I try to take care of myself. I eat right, and I get plenty of rest.
Of course you do. Because you're boring.
Well, it all started for me in 1955 with the Mickey Mouse Club, which I filmed for 3 years. And then I went on to television and films for Mr. Disney and a recording contract. And most recently, for the last 10 years, I've been doing Skippy Peanut Butter, spokesperson for Skippy.
I'm afraid.
You're afraid of lunch? Harvey, no one's afraid of lunch.
I am, because I know exactly, unfailingly, and with an absolute certainty what's in there. It's been in there every day of my life. It's peanut butter, isn't it, Mom? Isn't it?
Well, you know, I believe it is.
We're raising 2 teenagers. And Frankie and I are living in Ohio. He's become a used car salesman. We are flying to Hawaii for him to receive an award, and we have a layover in Los Angeles where our daughter is going to school. We decide to stop and see her. We've got our son with us, who's a little stormtrooper.
Michael! You got any other clothes?
No.
Good.
A bait shop? She lives on top of a bait shop?
Michael, sweetheart, I love you. Now get the hell out.
Is this like a chick thing?
No, it's like a parent thing.
Sandy! Sandy, if you've got a guy in there, I'm going to cut off his toes and sell him to the bait shop. Listen, this is my house, too, and it will not be driven out.
Dad, my hands are crazy. Oh.
He's battering down the door with someone's head. Sandy, I've always loved you.
I'm glad to see you. I mean that.
Do you know what this reminds me of right now?
Shooting.
When we were filming,
Yeah.
right?
Now, we want to
We were so cold.
We want to let you in on something that's kind of inside. You see, when we did Back to the Beach, we did this picture in February, March, and a part of April. And I got to tell you, no matter where you are in this country, it is cold. Especially at 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. We were shooting out there, and I'll give you one little tip here.
We were always there.
It was so cold.
How cold was it?
It was so good. How cold was it? It was so cold that this one romantic scene that Annette and I had to do together, the air was much colder than our breath. So what they made us do was get ice cubes, suck on the ice cubes, so we'd be as cold as the air. That's a little tip.
That's right. And our lips were shivering so we couldn't even find each other's mouths most of the time. But we suffered through it.
Tell them about Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman is a fan of Frankie's and Annette's. We found that out. We wanted him to be in our movie. We wanted him to have a dynamite cameo role.
He does his first singing debut, and of course, like Annette said, the song is called The Surfin' Bird, and we get a chance to sing and have some fun with Pee Wee Herman in this picture. There's a lot of other people, too, a lot of music in the picture, which I think you're really going to enjoy. There's Stevie Ray Vaughan, and we couple him with, who's one of the hot guitarists, with Dick Dale, who is the king of the surf guitars. Then we've got people like Bob Denver, who you've seen as Gilligan, and then we have...
Alan Hale, who was the skipper.
Who was the skipper. Then we've got O.J. Simpson, and we've got...
Don Adams.
And we've got the Beaver, and Wally, and
their mother.
And their mother, Barbara Billingsley.
Right.
And a lot of surprise people in the picture. And I think it's a picture that's going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people. I've got a trivia question for some of you out there. Now, this pertains to some of our old beach party pictures. In the first beach party picture, we had a character whose name developed into another name. Now, after the first one, his name developed into, was played by Jody McRae, and his character name was Bonehead. I want all of you, for a trivia question, to tell me his original name in the first beach party picture, character name.